Have you ever worked with a data that looks completely fine but somehow gives you the wrong results? Maybe there are extra spaces, missing values, inconsistent capitalization. So in this video, we're going to learn how to clean up data using Python. But before we get started, let me tell you how to solve the last challenge that we have given. So we are given a task to make a number guessing game using for loops or while loops. So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a new file first. So let me do that. So with this, we need a random library that I have introduced to you last episode. So import random. Now we want to randomize an integer between 1 to 10. Let's make a variable for that number. So let's do number equals random.rand integer 1 to 10. Now let's use while loop for this one. So what we want to do is we want to put while true is a better way. This basically loops forever unless there's a break condition. So let's do that. So while true, we want to give the user the input. So input guess equals input guess the number between 1 to 10. So we want to do the if else condition here. So we want to check if the guess is equivalent to number. What we can do is we can say if guess is equals to number. What this does is basically it tells if the guess is equivalent to the number that has been randomized. Then what we will do is we will break the program. But before we break, let's print out you guessed it. You took tries to guess. And then we want to format. So let me start with tries equals 0. So this starts how many tries we have used to complete this. So what we're gonna do is tries. Alright, but else if the guess is not equal to the number, let's swap the place. Else, then we want to add the number of this here. We want to add the number of tries. So what we can do is try plus equals 1. What this does is, of course, if you have watched my episodes earlier, you will understand that this symbol is just adding 1 to tries. So from 0, it will become 1. So we will print, I forgot it said too low or too high. So we have to also implement that. So what we can do is we can say if guess is more than number, we're going to print too high. But else, we want to print too low. Alright, so with this, our thing should be done. So let's try it out. So with that, we want to start the program. This time, I'm going to stop using this because this is just a training wheel for you. Let's run the program like a true Python coder. So what we can do is we can run python blank.py. And now we ask for guess the number between 1 to 10. Wait, I can't understand now. So this has to be the first print. Alright, so now this should be input. Alright, let me try again. Sorry guys. Let me run this program again. Guess the number between 1 to 10. So we do not know the number that we have get. So what we're gonna do is let's type in 5 to be exact. And we are given this here. That is kind of weird. But if we look at the error, which I haven't taught you how to look at it, you'll see a thing called type error. So it said this symbol is not supported between instances of a string and integer. What this means is that it thought that we're putting in a string rather than an integer. So what we can do is we can cover this entire thing up with an integer symbol. So let me try this again. Let me run python blank.py and hopefully this time it should work. There we go. So 5 is too high, so let's do 2. It's too low, so 3 or 4. Take a bet. It's 3, probably. No, so it's 4. You guessed it, but it's 4. So how do you fix that? Well, we want to start with tries as 1. That's all we need to do. So let me run this again. So if we do 5, it's too high, so 2, too low, so 4, too high, so it's 3. You guessed it. You took 4 tries to guess the number. That is all of it. So let's get to the lesson. Alright, so today I'll be teaching you about data. So let me bring up an analogy. Alright, so imagine we have a room that is messy as hell. Let's say this room has so many boxes and stuffs. You might see that there are a lot of data that has been scattered around. So how do we actually clean our room from like this to like this? Well, it is very simple to do this. What we want to do as a normal person, we want to bring out boxes and then we want to sort everything here just to get a clean room like this. But if we want to do something more special, we can also add a counter. So we know that there are 1 star, so we would just type 1. There are 3 boxes, so let me add a circle for fun. There are 2 circles, so 2 circles. A triangle, so 1, and exclamation mark, so that's 1. So my question is, how can we put this analogy into Python? Well, it's very simple. So what we can do is we're gonna learn about all we need to know with array. So what is an array? Well, an array is a set of values that can be stored in a single variable. It can also be called using a specific terms. What do I mean? Well, with this analogy, we know that there are specific stubs inside here. So what an array does is basically it puts everything into a bracket like this. So for example, we have 3 triangles, so we put 3. We have 1 exclamation, let's start from the most. So we have 3 rectangles, we put 3, 2 circles, so we put 2, and the rest is 1. So let's do stars, circle, and exclamation mark. This is how an array works. So now everything is sorted from whatever this thing is. So let's call this shapes. Alright, and this is actually how you would define it in an actual Python program. With that, let's introduce you to whatever that thing is. Let's use the same analogy. Let's say we have a value. Let's say we have shapes of 3, 2, 1, 1, and 1. Alright, so how do we actually print any of these? Well, we need to understand first that when we print just shapes, all it will print out is all the numbers at once. So if we try this, you would see that this is the exact same as this. But what if we want just the first value here? Well, let me introduce you to a thing called indexes. So what an index does is basically it starts from 0 rather than 1. So let me explain what this means. Basically, all the values here have a position. So as a person, you would start this as the first item, second item, third item, fourth, and fifth. But in a computer, this would be changed. This would be decremented by 1. So this would start at 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So to print this specific number, we know that the position starts at 0. So what we can do is we can put a bracket, the same one that we use to start an array, and we put 0. So this would in turn print out the third value. So let's see, Python data.py, and as you can see, it's 3. But what if we want to print data from number 2 onwards? So we can do that by doing 1. This prints out just that thing. So this prints out 2. So you already know that when we print 2, we use shapes of index 1. But what if we only want to print just this quadrant? What we can do is we can put a colon. So a colon prints just these numbers. So it starts from 1 and onwards. That is what it's trying to refer. So this is how it works. So if we type that in, as you can see, it will print out 2, 1, 1, and 1. Alright, that same works when we put the colon in front. So it print out everything from the left. As you can see, it only prints out 3. Alright, so that is all of arrays.